Hey, so, hi, I missed you. You look good. That thing you're wearing works. There will be spoilers, but I'll let you know by flashing it on the screen. First book that I'm going to talk about is Little Men, and I read this when I was little, so it's alright. It's not creepy, so hush. It is the continuation from Little Women. It's also about Jo and her husband Professor Bear and how they start this school for boys, and it's very progressive. That's what the back says. There's a bunch of boys that they teach, and one of the characters' name is Dan, and I like Dan. So I continued on to Jo's boys. And it was all fine and dandy. The boys are all grown up, they're experiencing different things. Dan and Bess have a thing going on, but they kind of don't because Bess's parents don't really like Dan. But Dan is great. He is great. Until Alcott thought, hey, let's kill off Dan. Why not? Why not make little Laura in the future devastated? Because that would be fun. No, it was not fun. I so devastated for days. I think I read this part before bed, and the next day when I woke up I complained to my mother saying that Dan died, and how could Dan die? Dan couldn't die. I mean, like, why would you kill off Dan? Why would anyone kill off Dan? Can't. No. I was just not having it. I was really upset. And whenever anyone mentions Little Women, I'll be like, Little Men and Jo's boys, and then I was like, did you hear about Dan? Dan dies. I know. How? But usually they've only read Little Women, so my little outburst means nothing and I just seem crazier. Next is Inkheart. And Inkheart is a series of 3 books, all really wonderful, great books. I love Cornelia Funk. It is about Maggie and her father has this special power that when he reads a book out loud, the characters come to life and things come out of the books, and it's just this wonderful, magical, book-loving book. For each chapter she always puts a quote from other books, and I really always enjoyed that. And she also starts Inkheart with a quote from Shel Silverstein, which I love. Cornelia Funk writes his character Fairread, and he is read out of Arabian Nights, I believe, and he's wonderful. And you know, Maggie and him kind of like each other, and it's all great and fine and dandy until you read the last book, Ink Death, and Maggie meets someone else. I forget what his name is, but I'm not even gonna look it up. And she's like, ooh, do I like him or do I like Farid? And then she goes off with the other guy. Really, Maggie? You just someone else? You just met? You're like, hey, I'll live my life. No. Wrong decision, Maggie. I would have not made that decision. Next is another series. This is the second book in the series. There's 5, I believe, and this one is called White is for Magic. The whole series follows this character, Stacy Brown, and she has these premonitions. Usually in the premonition, the person is going to die, so she has to try to find out who is the threat and kind of stop it. And scary and creepy, but not too much because I'm not into that. Really great book, and I highly suggest it. During the school year, a new student, and his name is Jacob, and he starts trying to befriend Stacy, and she's like, I don't know you. She starts to realize that they have the same kind of premonition type thing happening to each other. So a relationship eventually blooms out of that, and Jacob is lovely. Despite now when I say Jacob, all I can think about is Twilight. And I have no commentary about how his character ended up. Next book I'm going to talk about is Anna and the French Kiss, and I feel like all I've done recently is talk about this on my YouTube channel. But Etienne, he's quite wonderful. Anna and the French Kiss, if you're new here and you haven't heard me explain it before, is Anna is sent to a boarding school by her kind of rich, but she doesn't really like father, and she doesn't want to go to Paris to a boarding school because she's leaving her friends, even though it's Paris. She goes to Paris, and she, makes friends, and she meets Etienne, which I'm probably butchering, but they're just friends. She does kind of fancy him, but he has a girlfriend, they're in the same friend group, so she's like, no. And stuff happens, and it's great. And man, does Stephanie Perkins know how to write an amazing, crush-worthy character. She is amazing. So thank you, Stephanie Perkins. And might I add, Gabriella thinks that he looks like Harry Styles from One Direction. I think that's who she compared. No, not at all. I love her videos and she is great, but really, Gabriella? No, 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 no. That is your flaw. Moving on. So the last book is The Hunger Games. And The Hunger Games has the lovely character Gale. Yes, I like Gale. I like them both, but you know, I like Gale. So The Hunger Games is a dystopian novel and it's wonderful. I've only read the series once, so I really want to read it again because just the ending of the last book, I was like, but then I think I like it. That's about it. Bye guys! Side note, there will be spoilers. Character, you know, I'm not gonna explain it. Yeah, I'm acting weird.